Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Dr. Stone Season 1, Episode 8. So, we are here. Last episode, we learned a little bit more of the village. There's 40 people there. We know that, her name, Kohaku, was trying to bring, or get, like, medicine and, well, hot springs water just so her sister can feel better. But now that we have some potential medicine creation with the genius of Shinra here, that's not the name. Shinra's not the name. Senku. I apologize, guys. I watch a lot of anime. Okay, I don't know what Shinra is from, but it's from something. I bet. I know I've heard the name. I just can't remember what anime that's from. Senku will bring the science that is needed. I'm a little tired. But anyway, yeah, science, medicine, heal sister, get village on his side. Chrome, cool character, goofy and everything, but I like his motivation to learn, you know? It's not just like, oh, we have primitive tool, this is life, you know? He's like, oh, let's experiment and try different things and collect these other rocks, and everyone thinks I'm weird for it, but I think it's cool. And yeah, pretty awesome. So I'm looking forward to watching more, so let's get started, shall we? Alright, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Old man from opening? Oh, there's a criminal. Someone got kicked out, that's why they have guards, maybe? Oh. Just ratting on her. Instantly. Is this the chief? Oh shit. Oh no. He makes such evil faces. Oh my god. It's always with the mechs. I guess he's just logical. Yo. Okay, so that's what I was gonna say. He seemed to be questioning it at first, but then he was like, yeah, we'll cure her. But now he's saying it's, you know. Hmm. Hmm. So less gamble, more guarantee, but more work. Well, you're a bit of a genius. Having the memory that you do is quite insane. Nice. That's a lot of things. Cool chart, though. I like it. I don't understand how to make penicillin myself, so I'm gonna assume what he's saying is potentially accurate with some anime embellishment. Maybe. I do really wonder, like, if I was more science-y, I wonder if a lot of these things could work. He still thinks Senku's dead. Tsukasa. That's it, right? See, one problem I have is, yeah, Tsukasa. I'm watching Symphogear on my Patreon at the moment, so I have a Tsubasa I'm constantly talking about. So then I come to this anime, and I have a Tsukasa, and it's like... And one's a boy and one's a girl, and sometimes I feel like when I'm saying Tsukasa, I'm talking about Tsubasa, who's the girl from the other show, and I'm like, wait, is that actually his name? What's Shinra from? Like, it's so in the front of my mind. Shinra. Shinra. Damn it. How did I say Shinra at the start? He really did draw it all out. I know we saw him drawing some of it. Senku sensory science classes. Oh no, gotta answer all their questions. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 3,700 years. Oh, shit. Ah. Damn. I love the little details like that. It is insanely long. That's so many lifetimes. Oh. True. How do they know what true north is? Oh, it's a compass. Alright. That outfit. Nice. Iron? Acquired iron sand. Oh, the kid. Yep. Suika. He or she's gonna help. Why do you have it on your head then? Yeah. Pretty much true. Huh. Interesting. I didn't catch the reference, but okay, so it's a interesting. So Ruri is probably going to be someone that he really wants to talk to, so we better save her now, right? All right. Chrome's getting jealous. I can't believe he didn't figure that out. Hmm. Damn. Not even half. What? Okay. that cut is great. Oh my god. Their faces. Oh god, that was fun. 20 to 30 hours? Oh no! Maybe someone else will help? Oh. Oh. Dumb No. Did they do it? Oh no! Damn. We almost have them. We see the old man that we saw briefly in the beginning, if that's the same one, with the gun in the opening, so maybe he helps? Oh! Alright. We need people that can take on shifts. How do you do that? It doesn't even fully cover your head. How do you fit inside of it? The science must be explained. I like how they have to draw an arrow to it, too. Ugh. Look at this guy. Oh my god. I guess Suika's a girl, so it's not as creepy. No. The prettiest girls in town. No chance of making a science. Oh my god! He's naked! Jesus! New food, that's something he can do. I guess one wants a feast and the other one wants different food, so get both of them at once? Yeah, it is in a sense. A puppy! There's still dogs in this world. Hell yeah. Hmm. Alright. Probably a Japanese dish that I'm not familiar with that uses these. Or, I'm not much of a foodie. It very well could just be a normal dish. That isn't a Japanese dish that I would enjoy. Nah. Hmm. Oh, is it like a form of rice? Maybe? He said it's a grain. Wheat flour. Okay. So, nameless Mongol. Damn. Ramen! Okay, that's what they're making. Oh my god. Now, how is it compared to what he remembers? Oh no. Damn. Yeah. I mean, if you're stuck eating the same basic stuff, like just straight fish and cooked meat. They made a ramen stand! Hell yeah. Oh, alright. That was another great episode. I love this show, man. It's so fun. It's just, like, it's crazy because I don't want to say it's episodic because it's not, right? But it can get away with some episodic themes because of the nature of the show is like rebuilding society. So even something basic like cooking a dish of meat, like a dish of food, can take up a huge portion of an episode, and it can still be exciting to watch because it's still progressing our main story by the nature of that, right? So we can be all over the place. Like we can go from, we started this episode being like, all right, we're gonna make medicine, and then we get sidetracked into making food. It's, you know what? It reminds me so much of, I played a lot of like the Minecraft progression mod packs, that have like 300 mod packs. They're all like programmed in a way that you have to progress from like the Stone Age up through the technology and everything. And what happens on there for me every time is I'm like, okay, my goal is to make this. And I go to start making it and I'm like, oh crap, in order to make this, I need this. And then in order to make this, I need this. And I end up with this long list of things I gotta do in order to make my next thing. But that is it, guys, for episode 8. So yeah, like, what I was just saying is I end up, like, going down this rabbit hole of being like, in order to make, let's say, in order to make, thing A, I need to make thing B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and then once I make H, I can make G, and, like, reverse all the way back up to then finally having part A done. So it's just like, it's just really, really cool seeing that in, like, a show format, and it's kind of like what happened here, where they're like, okay, we need to do all these steps to make medicine. The first step is iron. They figured out how to do that thanks to magnets. Just kind of coincidentally stumbled into that one, right? Because they were like, oh yeah, North Star, and the whole idea of North Star being off. See, I'm getting derailed talking about the derailment of the story. But the North Star being off is just a cool little detail, because I believe I think it is true that the axis of Earth is, like, shifting as time passes, so it makes sense that 3,700 years the North Star would be in such a position that it wouldn't be the true north that, or I guess I should say the north that he knows of, right, anymore. Because technically, I just hurt my head. I was thinking, like, is north a construct of human? Like, could you say that the new position of the North Star is north? Like, north is just a term that we created, right? But it still has, like, it's interesting because the word, yeah, so I guess there is still, like, I guess North Star still wouldn't be true north. Like, the magnetism from the Earth, right, is still gonna show true north. That's how his, like, little compass invention that he made works. So, yeah, okay. I was trying to think of whether, like, if north is something that was just, like, created by us, like, north is that way, and everyone was just like, yeah, it's that way, but no, I think there is, like, scientific merit to north's existence being in that direction. Whether you called it something else, there would still be technically a true north, right? Yeah, so, alright. But anyway, I like the detail of the North Star's move, so it can't really be used to, tell North anymore, right? That's the thing, is since it's moved, you have to use, like, other methods, obviously, or you have to account for its movement and try to, like, know, like, oh, it's off by, like, 20 degrees, right? So then you gotta, like, adjust that way, or you just make a compass, and now that they have, magnets and everything, you might be able to make some kind of device, right? Kind of like, I mean, they had that big bowl of water, but that's not ideal to carry that around with you. If you could get it in, like, a little hand-sized thing, that could work too. But yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying before. Getting derailed and everything with their goal. They have this whole goal for medicine. They need iron as the first step. They find iron through the magnets, and going through these steps, but then trying to melt down the iron, they run into another problem, which they need more manpower, which then they get derailed trying to figure out how we're going to get more manpower. They do some investigating, and then they figure out that, people want food, different foods, right? They're bored of eating the same thing every day. So they, then go on this whole tangent of making a different food dish that no one's had before. And Senku, who, has the taste from 3,700 years ago of, like, gourmet foods and, the perfection we've created in our food craftsmanship over so many years, didn't like it, but to these guys is something different, edible, and delicious. Like, he likened it to medicine, which is pretty bad, but, I mean, I guess when you only taste the same shit every day, anything is probably going to taste better for the most part, unless it's absolutely disgusting. But yeah, I couldn't figure out what they were making at first, but it's really cool that he just made a little ramen dish and everything, summoning some of the people outside of the village who are going to come eat it. Doesn't mean that all of them are going to trust him immediately, but, that's not what he needs. He needs them to start realizing that they're good people, and maybe some of them will be like, "Ooh, this food, what else could be made?" Right? And they may stick around. And I don't even think, see, I don't think Senku is. He keeps talking about like having his own like group, his own like science village kind of thing. But I don't know that he even really cares if they like come out and help him and then go back home, right? Like I don't know that he'd really care. I don't think he'd ever give anyone an ultimatum of being like, "Hey, if you're going to join us and help us, you have to stay with us and you can't go back," right? I don't think he's not trying to destroy that town. He's just trying to make enough of them like him to get himself indoctrinated in the town, right? Like he just wants to, like, I imagine he would have no problem just being a part of that town at some point and just help them out and they help him out and it's all mutually great. But for now, he has to convince them, obviously through as peaceful methods as he can, that he isn't a threat. But speaking of threats, in the beginning, they also mentioned a criminal that was kicked out years ago. So potentially there could be more. Maybe it's that kid with like the two-toned hair kind of thing who looks kind of evil, Could that be a criminal of the village? Could that criminal team up with Tsukasa, right? Have there been other criminals that have been kicked out, or just that one? So, I mean, that also explains why they have guards. I questioned that. I was like, does that mean there's other human colonies out there? They also made jokes of the stone people, like, coming alive, so that's probably something in their, like, their lore, their mythos is these stone people that are everywhere, and they're like, imagine if one of them comes alive someday, and tells little, like, ghost stories about it, but it actually did happen, so I wonder what they're also going to think if Senku does end up bringing more people back. What will they think if they witness the act of, curing them from the stone prison they're in? Very interesting stuff. Suika seems like an interesting character. She's this kid who, for some reason has a thing over her head. Senku didn't even ask, and she's all, like, swooning over him because of it. And wants to, like, follow him anywhere, and just, like, instantly won her over because of his, lack of interest in why she wears a thing over her head. Now, yeah, she mentioned that, like, everyone, like, makes fun of her or, like, doesn't trust, or not doesn't trust her, but doesn't value her because there's things she can't do because she wears it on her head. So I'm wondering why she wears it. Is there some kind of scar she's embarrassed about? Like, obviously they have like the same kind of thing that we have in our culture where it's like, oh, these pretty women, and maybe Suika has something that makes her not feel as pretty as these prettiest girls in the town or something that she was made fun of for or something. I'm not sure, but I wonder if we'll eventually see under the mask and find out why. I'm curious, but I do like that it's just like her thing and we can move past it because that's not really like what we need to know, right? It's not the biggest deal, but cool character. I like how, instantly gave her things to do. It seems like all she wants to do is like help out, and the way she's acting, it seems like no one's really like trusted her to help out or whatever. So very neat. I'm liking the group of characters we're building up. We also almost have Ginra as well, who is interested in helping and all that, so very cool. But that's gonna be it for me, I think. Can't wait to watch more. I've been loving this show. It's been a pleasure every week. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want more content from me. 2 episodes ahead on there if you're interested, as well as Sympho Gear and Better Call Saul, the rest of Better Call Saul that isn't released to YouTube yet, and The Last of Us on there as well through the Patreon show tier if you want to check that out. So much extra content, and it supports me in what I do here. There's also things like Discord and Twitter if you want to follow more things that I talk about and, talk to me about things on there. You can. But yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.